Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Kelsey Norris alongside Monica KURJAN, and today we're bringing you the latest in news, arts, and sports.
Stay tuned for a Newman Center Thanksgiving, the new COVID-19 numbers, and an update on the basketball teams.
Jambar TV in Youngstown, Ohio. This is your student news. With Kelsey Norris, Monica KURJAN, Gabrielle Owens, Abigail Cloutier, Thomas Kushner, and Ben Lulai. This is Jambar TV.
After Thanksgiving, classes will be primarily online. YSU emailed students November 12th and announced most students will not return to campus after Thanksgiving break. The university held rapid COVID-19 testing Wednesday for students, faculty, and staff. They encouraged students to get a COVID-19 test before leaving for Thanksgiving. Though classes will be online, campus will still be open. The residence halls, library, and dining services will still be available.
The Youngstown Public Library has been around for 109 years. Now it's getting a new look. The library is adding a new parking lot and lawn. Jambar reporter Kelsey Norris has more.
Since first opening in 1910, the Youngstown Public Library has been providing public spaces and a plethora of books for community members. I'm here to take a closer look at the $25 million renovation taking place this year. Here's the lead architect, Richard Ortmeyer from Bostwick Designs in Cleveland, for his take on this passion project.
Create a 21st century library on Wick Avenue, leveraging the wonderful history of the existing building, but also demonstrating that the library is very forward-looking. And in some ways creating a space that allowed the library to showcase what it does for the community and allow the community to see itself in this new expansion.
The project is slated for completion in 2022 with a brand new outdoor terrace and renovations indoors. For Jambar TV, I'm Kelsey Norris.
Community members can still access the library during renovations.
Once upon a time, the Honors College launches Storytime, a community service program aimed at young children learning to read. Douglas Campbell has more.
I'm standing here in front of Folk Hall, where the first episode was uploaded on Monday, October 26th at 6 p.m. on the Honor College's YouTube channel as a part of their Storytime series. The series consists of honor students and alumni reading a book or two aimed at young children.
A large part of the Honors College experience is service. All of our students have a service requirement, and there's just a variety of ways that our students serve the community. And in the pandemic, we've had to adapt as much as possible so that our students can still serve the community needs, but also in safe manners for them.
Students saw this adaptation in the Weekly Fill, the Honors College newsletter. There, they could sign up for the program and schedule a designated time to read.
I got involved. I signed up just in the Weekly Fill, and I thought it was really piqued my interest as a volunteer opportunity, because I think it's really important to just be involved and educate children.
Well, it's Honors College tradition to give back to the society, so this is a very good opportunity for me to give back to the community by reading books to the young children.
To combat the coronavirus, the program was created with student safety in mind.
So that we essentially start up a WebEx meeting, hit record, we can leave the room, close the double doors here, the glass doors in Folk Hall, so the student can be alone in the room.
One of their goals moving forward is to incorporate more diversity in the stories, both in cultural significance and the language it is told in. In December, they hope to hold a winter surprise episode that showcases stories highlighting different winter holidays from around the world and how they are celebrated. New episodes will be uploaded Mondays at 6 p.m. and will continue until the end of the academic year in May 2021. I'm Douglas Campbell for Jambar TV.
The Newman Center near YSU offers social and spiritual support for students of any faith.
The Newman Center is located on Madison Avenue across from Cafaro House. It hosts events and activities for students, faculty, and staff. Popular events include midnight pancakes and the annual Thanksgiving meal. Campus Minister Joe Frangos says the pandemic affects how the center holds activities, but there are precautions in place to ensure safety.
So, because of our space, we are able to social distance in multiple rooms, which means students can still come to the Newman Center to study, to just hang out, as long as it is within the small numbers.
Board Advisor Scott Schulich says the center is a good way for students to get involved in the area.
You know, our students at Newman have done a lot of outreach and supported service projects in the community, and that goes beyond any one religious denomination.
Music education junior Joe Stanford has been involved for almost a year. He talks about his favorite aspect of the center.
I would just say it's kind of like having a second family there. It's people who are just nice to be around, and it's all for a good purpose.
The center plans to offer a Thanksgiving meal for pickup Tuesday, November 24th. For more information, visit the center's Facebook page.
YSU will partner with the U.S. Air Force in a $30 million program. It will provide engineering students with job training opportunities. The plan is to work with students in both high school and college.
Learning more and getting students interested in this area so that we get more students in electrical engineering and electrical engineering technology programs so that there are more students trained and have a background in it that are available out in the workforce in the coming year.
The program will be implemented in local schools to get more students interested in electronic engineering. YSU will put on summer camps and workshops for students through kindergarten through 12th grade.
Youngstown State University hosts virtual alumni lectures twice a month for alumni. They answer questions about different career paths. Heather Belgian, Associate Director of Alumni Events, has more.
So the Alumni Lecture Series came up because of the pandemic. We had to switch to virtual alumni programming as opposed to what we were used to doing in person. So we thought that this would be a way for alumni to connect with each other and alumni who are successful in a wide variety of fields.
Different alumni participate in each session. The lectures can be watched on the YSU Alumni Engagement Facebook page.
The Office of Residence Life hosted virtual resident assistant information sessions. Resident assistants help supervise dorms on campus.
Get 20 hours a week, hourly pay. You get a free room that's to yourself in the residence hall. You get a meal plan. We get the bronze level. You get to pick which number of meals you get, but any of the bronze level, and then you can pay extra if you want the silver or the gold.
Students interested in applying for an RA position must attend an information session. The next information session will be November 23rd at 3:30 p.m.
Students looking for a unique activity can swing a sword with Youngstown Historical Fencing. The study group offers lessons in historical European martial arts, a fencing style dating back to the Middle Ages. Adam Severa leads the group and provides lessons which range from beginner to highly skilled levels of difficulty.
We train directly from 600-year-old combat manuals. There's no middleman. This is not an art form that has been passed down from century to century like most modern martial arts. This is the dinosaur in its purest form without any frog DNA at all. It's my Jurassic Park reference.
Classes cost $10 and are scheduled through the group's site on Meetup. For more information, visit youngstownhf.com. Next, Thomas Kushner brings us a coronavirus update.
This week, Youngstown State University reported 43 additional coronavirus cases. Now, this is an increase from last week, where they reported 37. Most of these cases come from students who live in off-campus housing, and a few are from university employees. This week, one student who lives in an on-campus residence hall did test positive, and none of this data includes students who are currently quarantining due to exposure of coronavirus. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine imposed a statewide curfew from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m., and this curfew will be in effect for the next 3 weeks.
For the latest coronavirus information, check out ohio.gov's coronavirus dashboard. Up next, Abigail Cloutier catches up with Communications Department Chair, Dr. Amy Crawford. So, stay safe and stay tuned.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to JambarTV. My name is Abigail Cloutier, and today I am here with Amy Crawford, the chair of the Communications Department. Amy, how was your first semester as the department chair?
Thanks, Abigail. It's going well so far. I was really nervous when I stepped into this role because I've been in the classroom and I kept thinking, it's like, I'm just going to be in meetings all the time, or I'm just going to be in my office doing paperwork. But the thing that's nice about it is I still get to interact a lot with students, so I'm enjoying it. It's a challenging time, but I'm learning a lot.
You definitely came in at a challenging time, and I know there's a lot of rearranging and with this semester with restructuring, but how has that movement benefited the university?
Yeah, I know it's something that's been discussed for quite some time. Structurally, an institution as big as YSU, you know, it's easy to kind of get set in our ways, but as the market changes, as the different fields change, sometimes it's nice to shake it up and see what happens if you have different groups of people talking to each other, or maybe to reimagine the way those relationships work. So I think for students, the move has been fairly seamless, but for us as faculty, we're meeting some new people and hopefully some new collaborations.
And because of those movements, what kind of opportunities exist for collaboration that might not have existed before?
Well, I'll tell you one example. We've moved over into the Williamson College of Business Administration, and they have the ad club. And here in with the Department of Communication, we have Rookery Radio affiliated with us, JambarTV. So there's a nice connection between what the ad club does and what we do, which is creating content. So we can create content and they can help us find an audience for that content.
Absolutely. And have you seen any positives come from our situation this semester with remote learning?
I think if we're going to try to find a positive, I think students are having a chance to really dive in and see what online learning is about. And some students are saying that they love it and have really taken to it. Some students, prefer the face-to-face, but we're getting a chance to try it out. And from a faculty perspective, one thing that I think is really good is we really have to learn how, not only how the software and the platforms work, but we have to try different techniques. You have to become student-centered and kind of move away from just sharing content and really focus on how am I asking students and how am I getting feedback from them and how do I engage them. So I think by making all of us kind of get out of our comfort zones, it's an opportunity for us to learn.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Next up, Gabby will give us our arts and entertainment news.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud. You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Back to JambarTV, I'm Gabrielle Owens. Susie's Dogs and Drafts in Gorman was the place to be on Halloween night. Folks were treated to live entertainment.
Youngstown-based band The Locals played their first show since the start of the pandemic to a costume-wearing crowd enjoying their Halloween night. Band frontman Garth Vakacher says he canceled many shows due to the pandemic, but is glad to be back.
We were on a pretty nice streak with shows like before COVID happened, and we had lined up about 6 or 7 shows that we were really looking forward to.
Susie's manager, Michelle Packer, studied the reopening of other bars and restaurants. Customers eat primarily outside and tables are spaced out. Because of this, Susie's isn't getting as much business as before COVID-19.
I enlarged the patio, I literally stretched it out as far as I possibly could during the nice weather, but now that it's colder out, we've lost all this, and probably during the nice weather, the majority, 80% of our customers were all outdoor diners.
Fans of live entertainment can check out Susie's Facebook page for upcoming events.
Opened All American Cards and Comics almost 30 years ago. In addition to selling comic books, they also orchestrate the annual Youngstown Comic Con. JAMBAR reporter Ethan Snyder has more.
Greg Bartholomew opened All American Cards and Comics almost 30 years ago. In addition to selling comic books, they also orchestrate the annual Youngstown Comic Con.
All American Cards and Comics holds an annual comic book convention in Youngstown. All American fills the Cavelli Center with numerous famous guests, hundreds of vendors, and thousands of visitors. Bartholomew is unsure whether he will hold the convention next year. He would like to put on the show this year, but does not want to risk the health of the attendees.
I am still
50-50 on that. I haven't started because there hasn't been any sign of any, relief on this. So before I put any money down on the KELCEY Center or deposit on a guest, I've got to see what happens.
Since the convention was canceled, Bartholomew took his business online. He thought this would be a good way to make money and get comics to readers in quarantine.
For the 2 months we were closed, from May 14th or whatever it was, or March 14th to May 12th, I basically just eBayed for 2 months. We went to online sales for the 8 or 9 weeks we were closed.
For JambarTV, I'm Ethan Snyder.
In case you missed the Youngstown Symphony Orchestra's debut, here's an exclusive piece of the music. The orchestra played several original pieces. Soloist Michael Strauss played a piece honoring late conductor Randall Flesher. After the break, Ben Lulai brings us the latest in sports news, so stay tuned.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the JAMBAR and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared, and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm Y and proud.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Ben Lulai. This past week, the Horizon League announced the schedule for YSU men's basketball. Shortly after the schedule was announced, an unnamed player tested positive for COVID-19, forcing the team's season to be pushed back. When the season does start, the Penguins will have a tough time starting out on the road.
With one positive coronavirus test, our entire group is out for 2 weeks. Our league schedule is very difficult. We start the most games on the road, so our first 8 out of 10 games are on the road.
Like most sports, the cross-country team's season was canceled because of the pandemic. However, the team has their own trials to help keep them focused and prepared.
Kept us showing up and at practice and kind of competing, just because it made it a little bit of like a friendly competition, not just being at practice and easy running. It helped us to compete against each other and try to get those PRs still.
It's definitely very helpful because it's like it gives us a short-term goal to look forward towards. When you have no races, inbound for maybe the next 6 months, it can be hard to kind of, keep looking ahead. So to keep training linear and everything and keep everyone in the right headspace, it definitely helped a lot.
With the return of Penguin basketball on the horizon, the YSU Sports Time Machine features a career scoring day from last season. Darius Quisenberry scored a career-high 41 points in an 88-70 win against Wright State. He shot 14 of 26 from the field, including 7 of 11 from behind the arc. Quisenberry was perfect from the foul line, making all 6 of his 3 throws. He became the first Horizon League player to score 40 points last season and the first Penguin to eclipse the mark in 3 seasons. Quisenberry is an Horizon League first teamer from last season and was voted to the preseason All-Horizon League first team this season. Up next, Penguin Rundown catches up with swim and dive, so stay tuned.
The first swimmer we caught up with was Kat Keller. Kat is a senior from Omaha, Nebraska, who is a nursing major at Youngstown State. Kat competed in the 50-yard freestyle, 100-yard backstroke, and 200-yard backstroke at the Horizon League Championships a year ago. Kat is one of just 4 seniors on the women's swim and dive squad in 2020. We asked Kat a couple of questions about what she is expecting from her senior season.
So initially when we found out, it was very upsetting just because we put in so much work and it wasn't our first meet that we were supposed to have even that this happened with. So it's just like time after time you get your hopes up and you work so hard and then things just get kind of taken from you, but it's okay. You can't blame anyone for it. Life happens and things get in the way, but I think we've all kind of gotten better as the week has gone on about like coping with it. I don't know if the shortened season is really going to impact our preparation for Horizon League because we have been training as much as we would have even if we were competing all the time. It might make us a little bit more gun shy when we do get to compete at championships if we haven't gotten a lot of opportunities to compete. But overall, I hope it doesn't affect us too much. Because we can't have fans, I think I'm really expecting like our teammates to step up and cheer for each other even more because part of the thing, even though swimming doesn't always have the most fans, it's just like knowing people are there watching and like cheering for you. So hopefully our teammates just like step up, which I know they will. So by being recognized for our academics and everything, it kind of just proves that we're more than just athletes, and it kind of just shows that like the time we put in the pool matters just as much as the time we put in school. And I think for us, like putting in 20 hours swimming means a lot, but also putting in like 15 to 18 hours a week in school and then some, like just seeing it all pay off is really good. I'm so excited. It's been almost a full year since we've gotten to compete and like actually be in the pool, and just knowing how we've been practicing, it's just going to be so nice to finally see something pay off because like we can do sets in practice that kind of mock at me, but it will never be the same as like actually getting to race against other people that aren't just our teammates.
Mallory Pitstick is entering her junior season as a Penguin with multiple appearances in the Horizon League Championships under her belt. As a freshman, Pitstick placed 12th in the 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes and 22.63 seconds. In her sophomore season, she placed 17th in the 100-yard breaststroke and placed 13th in the 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes and 23.63 seconds. Let's send it over to the Beagley Center where our crew had the chance to catch up with Mallory. That does it for us here at JambarTV.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks for our final episode of the semester. And until then, Penguins, have a safe Thanksgiving break.
JambarTV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.